We see it every day, homelessness, but what many don't see are the hundreds of children who are homeless here in our community.
Q2's Samantha Harrelson takes us inside the issue and brings us one story of perseverance.
I remember I was going to take a shower and my mom came in and was like, "Get out." She grabbed my backpack and threw it out the door, and she kicked me out and pushed me out the door and locked the door. At that point, I felt nothing. Like, I wasn't sure where to turn, where to go.
It's hard to imagine Bethany Taylor's life. She had just started her freshman year of high school when her mother, addicted to drugs, kicked her out. But her story isn't necessarily unique. She's one of the hundreds of kids in School District 2 who are considered homeless.
Last year we had a total of 621 kids. So far this year we have 258 that have been identified. That number is a cumulative number, so by the end of this school year that number will have increased.
Homelessness in our schools takes form in many different ways. It's families living in hotels or shelters, kids living in their cars. For Beth, it was spending a year between friends' houses and motels before being accepted into the Tumbleweed housing program.
As soon as I moved into Tumbleweed, I remember taking my first shower, and it was just a sigh of relief knowing I had hot water and I didn't have like a 5 minutes to take a shower and get out.
Bethany is now one of 5 high school seniors living in the house. For these young adults and others facing homelessness, finding affordable housing can be next to impossible.
One of the things that I think we've noticed across all of our programs is the lack of affordable housing and the ability to get housing if you don't have a rental history, if you don't have a credit history, the ability to even get into a house.
Tumbleweed partners with School District 2 to help these students navigate a life much different than that of their peers.
Some of them have never ever had anybody say, "I believe in you and I know you can do this." It may take a while, but that's okay because it'll get there. And so some of them have never ever heard that and don't believe it at all. There is a huge portion of the youth we work with that have had just horrible experiences with adults. So the large part of what's important about what we do as well is just building that relationship, modeling that there is healthy people in the world, that you can have a relationship with an adult and not get, as the kids would say, screwed over or whatever it may be, that there are people that really genuinely want you to do better.
There are Tumbleweed counselors at all of the high schools, as well as programs to accommodate the students' specific needs.
A lot of times kids think the short term because I need money so that I can get a place of my own, whereas long term, it's a longer term commitment to get your high school diploma and work towards that. So we kind of have to balance that with the kids and say, yes, we know you have to work. Can we work around your schedule a little bit? Is there something we can do to help you with that?
Thank you for your help and, what does that say? Bravery and honor and service. That looks good.
Bethany plans to graduate in May, and her motivation comes from helping others overcome, just as she has.
The Boys and Girls Club has been my anchor through my whole entire life. Okay, are you done with yours? Definitely seeing people that were just even and come from the same backgrounds and at the same place, and have seen them go into drugs and alcohol, and just that's their support, is being able to drink and do drugs and all that kind of stuff. But one thing that really just keeps me going is knowing that there are kids at club and other people around Billings and my mentors looking to me and looking up to me, and I don't want to disappoint them. And I want them to be able to look up at me and be like, hey, Beth did it and so can I.
Bethany has made the best of an unimaginable situation, but it's a cycle not easy to break. And for each success story, there are the kids that just don't make it.
When a kid comes and really needs a lot of help and then we never see him again, I don't know if hopeless is the right word, but it gets worrisome. Like, I wonder what happened to that kid. Did we do everything we could in that one 5-minute piece of time to make sure that they have everything they need to survive, which sounds very dramatic, but a lot of it really is life and death stuff.
In Billings, Samantha Harrelson, MTN News.
Thank you so much, Samantha.